Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, 7 Days Podcast. I know. Jim, where's the podcast? Jim, why haven't you not been talking about the Elimination Chamber, or Monday Night Raw, or AEW, or, you have a lot of questions. Look, I'm not gonna lie, okay? As far as YouTube goes, I've been lacking, okay? After that Royal Rumble, I realize I am not in the good shape that I should be, and I'm trying to get better. Like, honestly, I'm just sitting here. I did the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I've never felt so exhausted in my life, and it's so weird, because I've called 2.5-hour pay-per-views before on my channel, but I never felt so out of breath. I never felt so, like, almost to where I felt like I got knocked out by Mike Tyson. Like, I didn't feel that bad, and I realized, you know what, if I take a break again, luckily, you know, I had a student week, school was out, so I was able to come back, and now focusing on school again. I'm on the top of my game as far as assignments go a little bit, but I'm still up there. Everything else is fine. So, and as far as making Universal content goes, I have recorded a lot of Raw episodes. I've recorded at least 3 episodes worthy of Raw. I gotta record another episode for Smackdown. And then NXT, I'm on the top of my game with NXT as well. I'm about to record the TakeOver event. I even recorded the AEW episode for the other channel that I'm planning to do, which, by the way, I'm gonna have to make a new channel of what I was trying to do earlier, because somehow there was an issue to where I had to delete the channel that I was going to use my AEW channel on. So I'm gonna need to ask y'all to, resubscribe again. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So I have a lot of things in mind for the year. I'm not now, but as far as the AEW Universal thing, please don't expect me to do that every week, because obviously the WWE Universal is my main meal ticket. It's my main thing, my main, content that'll gain major viewership. So obviously, just don't expect me to do AEW Dynamite every single week. I hope you don't expect that, because at least, you see, with WWE, it's a lot easier for me, less editing. The songs and everything is already there. All I have to do is just add transitions, match card, the matches, and commentate, and I'm done. That's pretty much it, right? With AEW, I have to add the matches, the theme music. I have to get the right cause. I have to put everything in order, and it's a lot more editing for AEW than WWE. So that's why I mainly don't want to use cause. It's because I would have to do shit like that every single week, and it annoys me when I commentate for a match. Somebody makes an entrance, a custom wrestler makes an entrance, and I forgot to put their music in, and they're just walking out to the crowd cheering them generically, but they just come out, no music whatsoever. I don't like that at all. I just don't. So that's one of the reasons why I've been holding back with cause. I know I promised doing cause like 2 months ago. I understand that. A lot of people are asking me about that. I don't think 2K20 is the right place to do cause. I'm sorry. It's not the right game to do cause on. I think we should wait until 2K21, if there is one, and if they do make a 2K21, hopefully it's a lot better than what we got 2K20. I'm hoping, I have a lot of hope, because now, for some reason, now I'm starting to get the hang of getting used to playing 2K20 again, and actually starting to record videos a bit, and actually not have issues with matches. I was able to turn off count out, because I had to at this point. Now with 2K20, a little part of me says, you know what, Jim, stop caring so much. The little details, as far as this game goes, has to go out the freaking window. It's the only way to do it. So the count out situation, that has to go. That had to go. So every custom match I make is no count out. Every championship match, no count out. It's the only way I'll survive. It's the only way I'll be able to get a match done without a stupid count. Because, it annoys me. It annoys me when the AI takes the other AI and rams him into the steel steps every single time. It annoys the crap out of me, and I can't stand it. That's one of the reasons why I keep going back to 2K19 and record some matches like Seth Rollins versus Andrade. That was a great match that I did on Raw. So, I'm just letting y'all know the issues I have to go with. And yes, did I technically clickbait y'all when I made that one episode of Raw fully 2K19, but the title says WWE 2K20? Yes, I did, and I don't care, because you guys know the situation that I'm dealing with here, okay? I'm dealing with a game that barely wants to cooperate with me. So you gotta keep that in mind. So that's what's been going on. I've been lacking, but I've been recording at the same time. I've recorded a lot of episodes. I already have Raw set up. I have the Raw for the other episode set up already. I have Smackdown set up. I have NXT set up. I'm about to record after this podcast. And then I have another episode of NXT waiting in the wings. Plus, I already recorded the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I've already recorded the match card video. I have everything ready to go to unleash before we head towards real-life WrestleMania. Well, if there is one, with this whole sickness going on. So apparently, we're going to go right into the news. Fuck it. From WrestlingInc.com, I'm getting all my news from, because I actually like how they have the news set up and everything. I like it. That's just me. So, apparently, City of Tampa says WrestleMania 36 is scheduled. It's still scheduled ahead of Thursday's Corona the Drink virus meeting. The official Twitter account for the City of Tampa, Florida, said WWE's WrestleMania 36 is still planned to go as scheduled. The Tampa Twitter account responded to a fan today after they asked if there were any updates on WrestleMania 36 moving forward due to the sickness. Even though I already said the damn thing, but you never know. I don't want to get demonetized at all. So the quote says, "Hello, at this time, at WrestleMania still plan to proceed on schedule. Please contact at WWE with questions about cancellations. The city is currently monitoring the spread of the sickness and will work with venues as needed," the city account tweeted, end quote. The official Visit Tampa Bay Twitter account also responded to a fan who asked for updates on the big event. Quote, WrestleMania 36 is currently remains on schedule. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to fanservice@WWE.com for more details, end quote. They wrote back on @Visit Tampa Bay on Twitter. So a lot of people are worried about this sickness and if it's going to cancel the biggest show of the year. I think, and I saw JD from New York tweeted this on Twitter, and I believe this wholeheartedly. I think Vince McMahon is willing to die by this sickness than to cancel the biggest show of the year, the show that gets him the biggest moolah out of the year. I don't think he's willing to cancel 4 to 5 hours of programming, many dollar bills coming into his pockets and everybody else's pockets on that day. He would rather him and everybody else get sick just so he could get all that money for WrestleMania week. I'm just saying. Like, that's my interpretation on Vince McMahon right now. That's how I feel. Now, would I cancel it? No, I wouldn't. Just everybody gotta follow the procedure. Wash your hands, keep your hands clean. Don't cover yourself when you sneeze and cough. Blah blah blah. Close your goddamn mouth with your hot ass breath. Okay, we don't need that. I'm just saying. Close your mouth. We don't need hot breath. So, pretty much, just keep yourself clean at all costs, and you'll be straight. And I'm sure maybe WrestleMania. I heard this on Don Tony's show on YouTube. I watch a lot of podcasters. I ain't gonna lie, but JD and Don Tony are my main two that I listen to because they're fucking entertaining. It's hilarious. At some points I don't agree on, obviously, but I'm not gonna shit on them for it. I just sit there, I listen, and I move on. Simple. And they're funny as hell. So it's a win-win. But I listened and it's like, he said that, well, what if they give, little gift bags? If they're able to give masks to the Ultimate Warrior on when he passed away, right? Back in 2014, I believe, or t-shirts or whatever. Then they could do something like that. They gave everybody that purchased a ticket, everyone that comes through, right through the doors, they gotta have a bag, hand sanitizers, whatever, mask, mask on, keep the mask on, no mask off, no future. But you get a mask, hand sanitizer, how maybe even gloves. I don't know. I saw a picture of Sasha Banks having gloves on her hands when fans came to greet her. So it's that serious. Now, I did saw a photo on Twitter of no more prom poses. First of all, I didn't know they did this to begin with. Why? Why would you want to do prom poses with WWE superstars? That is just weird to me. You look so lonely in my eyes. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. You look so helpless, so lonely that you gotta have a prom picture with Becky Lynch or a prom picture with Alexa Bliss. Are you kidding me? It's just a photo. An arm around the shoulder or a hug or something cool, but a prom picture? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all some lonely ass people. Damn. I mean, I'm lonely too, but not that level of lonely. I got my hand and I got a website. Like, god damn it. Y'all some lonely ass. I'm sorry. Oh, y'all some lonely ass people. I'm sorry to get the prom photos. I can't believe I saw it. I was like, why? Now they're gonna stop doing that. They shouldn't have done that to begin with. I'm sorry, that just looks cringy to me. Could you imagine a woman doing a prom pose with a male wrestler? It would be just as cringy as a male with a female wrestler. It's just as cringy to me. So if anyone try to come at me about equality and whatnot, no. They're both equally cringy to me. That's all I can say. And the rest of this article, it's pretty much, speculation whether it's going to happen or not, back and forth pretty much. People are giving their thoughts about it. I think this it's going to continue. If they're going to keep talking about it, it's going to continue. I don't care. WWE is going to keep WrestleMania. I don't know if they're going to pull an NBA, because, the NBA is worried about fans not showing up in attendance for the games. LeBron at one point said, nah, I'm not playing if there's nobody in the crowd. Then he's like, you know what? Maybe I will. Now, part of me thinks, maybe the NBA is like, hey, LeBron, we need you to play the game. Regardless if people are there or not, we need you to play the game. LeBron's like, no, I don't want to play there if there's nobody there. How mans are going to see me at my finest live in person? How? With this whole sickness going on? Well, how am I supposed to do my thing with nobody's cheering me? You know how awkward it is to play a game nowadays? And you have nobody there. This is what LeBron's probably saying to them. You know how awkward it is for me to play a game and nobody's cheering me on? I feel like I'm back home in my backyard playing a game. Nobody's cheering me. How dare you? I'm not playing. He's like, all right, we got this amount of money, LeBron. We got this amount of money. He looks at the money. And he's like, alright, so I'm going to play. Whether it's empty or not, I'm going to play. It might be that. He might got a big-ass bag of cash. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to play. Now, as far as WWE goes, Nia Jax. Nia Jax is expected to return. She looks good as of late. I don't know about her in ring though. I'm not gonna look at her in one light and not look at her in the other. She looks great. She's pretty. She's a hot ass woman. I won't lie. She's hot. Hey, you gonna tell me she's not? I dare you. Go ahead. But can she wrestle? Still, can she or ever? Can she wrestle? Can she pull off a good match? Can she not look so awkward in the ring? Can she make us care in the ring? That's the important stuff. But she's expected to return to WWE at some point, according to PW Insider. She's medically cleared for in-ring action. It's simply up to WWE to work her back into a storyline. She underwent double knee surgery last April, and in December got back into training at the Performance Center. Her last match was at WrestleMania with the Iconics. That's when the Iconics won the tag team titles in a 4-way match against Bayley, Banks, Beth and Natty, and Tamina and Jax. So, yeah, I think the best time for you to bring her back is the Friday after WrestleMania. The Friday night SmackDown after WrestleMania. You don't need to bring her back now. She does not need to be at WrestleMania. For what? Who is she going to face, or what match she's going to participate in? Unless she's winning that Battle Royale garbage at WrestleMania on the Kickoff show, then there's no point of bringing her back until the SmackDown after WrestleMania, because I heard that she's going to be going to SmackDown. So, if she's going to SmackDown, bring her to the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Is that hard? No, should not be. Anyways. So, we got a football player making his way over to WWE, because apparently Rob Gronkowski, NFL player, former NFL player, I believe what did he play? Was it the Packers? Or was it I keep thinking he played, Patriots. There we go. I don't know why I said Packers. Patriots. He played for the Patriots before. He was a tight end, whatever. He was in the New England Patriots football team in the NFL, and now he's signed with WWE, and he's been training apparently, and now he's scheduled to be at WrestleMania. He's gonna be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, which is the same match he helped Mojo Rawley win about 3 years ago. So, there we go. Well, what else can I say about that? Former New England Patriot tight end has now signed a contract with WWE and will make his official debut during the 20th of March episode of SmackDown on Fox from New Orleans. Gronk is also scheduled to appear at WrestleMania 36, it was noted that current plans for WrestleMania 36 appearance will lead to a future match for the 3-time Super Bowl champion. Gronk is not scheduled to wrestle on the grandest stage of them all, but that appearance will lead to a match they have in mind, which is the Battle Royale. It makes sense. What else? What other match could he do? Nothing. For all I know, he might fight with Jinder Mahal, because remember 3 years ago, he screwed Mahal out of the Battle Royale. There we go. I don't know. We might get that. The 30-year-old Gronk, 30 years old, damn, 30-year-old Gronk, who retired from NFL 1 year ago, signed with Fox Sports as an analyst back in October. The Rap reached out to Fox Sports for comments on if the new WWE deal will impact Gronk's NFL work, but there's no word yet. It was noted on WWE Backstage on Tuesday that Gronk and WWE were close to finalizing a deal. That deal has been officially signed according to the new report of The Wrap, and I'm talking about a sandwich or chicken wrap from McDonald's. Gronk, a noted pro wrestling fan and a good friend of Mojo Rawley, made his WWE debut at Mania 33 in 2017 to help Mojo win the Battle Royale, like I mentioned. So that's pretty much it. So we have Roman Reigns, The Rock, Goldberg, Mojo Rawley, I think Riddick Moss as well. Those are the guys I know so far that was in a football, or at least in the NFL, or CFL, your mama FL, like whatever FL there was. They were in football, and then now they're on the way. Now they made a transition to WWE. It worked out for Rock. It worked out for Roman. Mojo, and then I don't know about Gronk. Hell, they might do Mojo versus Gronk because Gronk is liked and Mojo's hated, so there is that. John Cena is scheduled to return on SmackDown on Friday. So on the 13th episode, oh shit, Friday the 13th? Is it real? Wow, it is. Friday the 13th of SmackDown will feature the return of John Cena. It was announced today that John Cena will be responding to Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse comments and to promote their match at WrestleMania. We've noted Friday SmackDown on Fox from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan will also feature the long-awaited return of Jeff Hardy, and the return of the retired Paige, who will be confronting Bayley for what reason, I have no idea. Unless she's saying, bitch, I'm coming out of retirement, you and me at WrestleMania. I don't care. I'm sorry. What is she gonna do? Give Bayley a lecture? The fuck? What is Paige giving Bayley a lecture gonna do? Bayley has done everything she can to be successful, and it's working. Some people say, oh, the Bayley heel turn's not working, turn her back into a babyface. Are you dumb? Are you high or dumb? Like, oh, are you crazy? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Which one? Pick one. Because honestly, I get it. She's not hot. Like, she's not, like, letting the world on fire or anything. I get that. But it's not her fault. The roster sucks. She got Lacey Evans, Naomi, and Dana Brooke, and Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross as babyfaces. She's the only heel on the roster. And Carmella as well as a babyface. There's no heels on SmackDown. No heels. Bayley's the only one that I know. Where the heels at? Turn Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is a lost cause at this point. Turn Sasha face. The only way I'll care about Banks and Bayley is if you turn Sasha face, and then there you go. I heard about a 6-pack challenge. I don't want that. We already had that at WrestleMania 33 3 years ago. We don't need a 6-pack challenge. We don't need that. Banks, Bayley. That's it. Because they killed off Naomi right off the bat when she came back. They gave her a match at Super Showdown, which she shouldn't have. And then now, now she's teaming up with Lacey Evans on SmackDown. I don't care. I don't care. If you wanted to make Naomi a threat to Bayley, you let Naomi get win after win on SmackDown. What did you do? Oh, she beat Carmella. Then she's #1 contender. Then she lost because of her shirt at Super Showdown. So, Banks, Bayley. That's the only way. And anything else, I just don't. I won't care. I'll be happy if Naomi is in that 6-pack challenge and wins the damn thing. I'd be cool. But in the end, it's got to be Bayley and Banks. If we're gonna do one-on-one, Bayley and Banks, because Naomi right now, they fucked her up already. They already ruined her. Not ruin, but like they just made it unimportant now. When she came back, I was like, oh shit, finally something good on SmackDown. And then what did they do? They ruined it. They ruined it, damn it, they ruined it. So I don't know what they're gonna do with SmackDown's women's title at this point. And another scheduled WWE Wrestlemania title match reportedly changed. It was reported that the Kabuki Warriors will defend their women's tag team titles. Burn the damn things already. Or make it a mid-card title or something. A mid-card title would do wonders than whatever the tag team division has done over the last year. Tag team divisions have failed. End it. Please. Like, whoever said we needed the women's tag team titles, you must look like the biggest fool on the planet right now. Because WWE, when was the last time the Kabuki Warriors defended the women's tag team titles on NXT? The last time I can remember was against who? What was it? Kota Kai and Tegan Knox on NXT back in what? November? I think so. November, late October, around that time. We have not seen them on NXT since. So what happened? Where you at? Kabuki Warriors, where you at? No, you on Raw, cutting. I'm not gonna lie. I found it entertaining, those promos. I found it funny. I did. It was supposed to be meant to be funny, or maybe it was. I don't know what happened. It was funny. I didn't take them seriously, but it was funny, pretty much. But I don't know. Can we go back to normal, please? Can we end the women's tag team division? That's why I got rid of them, because I realized, oh shit, I need a women's division for the women's titles, but also, I don't have tag teams. I don't. What the fuck am I gonna do? Oh, we got the Iconics, we got the Riot Squad, ew. We got Fire and Desire, We got Paige and Naomi, that died after they lost the tag titles. Like, I just didn't care, so I got rid of him. Why don't you do the same, WWE? You're doing great with the 24/7 title so far. You're turning it into a TV title. Because Riddick Moss, so far, I've not seen him running around and doing all that shit that R-Truth did. R-Truth is the best 24/7 champion at that. But as far as defending it in the ring, so far, I agree with you. You're the best one doing it right. Defending it in the ring every single week on Raw. Imagine it's Ricochet. If you want to rebuild Ricochet's credibility, in my eyes, what you should do, WWE, is to take the 24/7 championship. You put it on him. Yes, a lot of people will leave him shit. A lot of people will laugh at him. Look at this guy. At first, he was challenging for the WWE title. Now look at him. He's 24/7 champion. He's a joke now. But you let him defend it on Raw. And you let him face it. Let him defend the title against guys. To begin, at least start with Riddick Moss, then R-Truth, then Cedric Alexander. Hell, try to get Shelton Benjamin on the show. Give them 10 minutes at least, to wrestle inside the ring. Put at least importance on that championship. Make it a 24/7 into a TV title, pretty much. You still have the name. Just drop the whole, you have to suspend the rule, 24/7 rule shit. Like, just drop that out. All time. Just drop that. Just let it be known it's a TV title at this point. Let him defend it on Raw weekly. That's what you should do. And then you have Ricochet, then take on guys. I don't know who's on the Raw roster, like in the mid-card. Hell, I would love to see Ricochet defend it against, start with Angel Garza. Imagine Ricochet versus Angel Garza. Jesus. Imagine. I mean, yeah, 24/7 title, the 24/7 title's on the line, and it doesn't really mean much. I get that. But if you want to build credibility, like, you let him go up, let work rate build Ricochet back up to the promised land, pretty much. Let Ricochet earn everyone's respect back by work rate. You let him do that with the 24/7 title. Nobody's going to shit on Ricochet. Outside of him can't cutting a promo that much. Just let him do what he can do in the ring. That is the best thing you could do for Ricochet right now. Is that you let him win the 24/7 title. And you let him, rebuild credibility by work rate. That's the only way, in my eyes. Anything else you do, you're just going to make it seem forced. And people are just going to bring up, didn't this guy lost like 96 to Brock Lesnar? How is he in this spot again when he's losing to Riddick Moss on TV and going on main event fighting Shelton Benjamin? Like, that's just that's what I would do with the 24/7 time. But yeah, according to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer newsletter, that match will now be a 3-way. It will be Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss added to the match. So WWE has changed several of the top matches slated for WrestleMania. The Fiend was scheduled to face Roman Reigns for the Universal title at the show, but that was changed to Roman challenging Goldberg, who defeated The Fiend in February for the title. The Fiend now taking on John Cena, who was originally scheduled to face Elias, which in that light, I'm glad he's facing The Fiend now. But you still could have had The Fiend versus Cena for the Universal title. Cena chasing 17. I heard it from a lot of people. I like that option. I really do. Even though Cena's not really with it, but at least for storyline purposes, you still go with it. He's not going to win it, of course, but you still go with it. And The Fiend gets back that WrestleMania win. Plus, he beats John Cena in his long title reign. That's what you should have done. But we're going to get the big dog. Beat up the icon. That's great. Great. So, WrestleMania 36 takes place April 5th, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The kickoff show will start at 5 p.m., which will go on for 2 hours. And then WrestleMania will have The Undertaker versus AJ Styles, John Cena versus The Fiend, Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, Roman Reigns versus Goldberg, and Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar in the main event, hopefully. So, on paper, this looks like a great WrestleMania card. But based on what we've gotten on TV as of late, the build has been trash. So, we don't know what's going to happen. Are we going to get a WrestleMania 33 where it's in between? WrestleMania 34 was a disappointment. WrestleMania 34 was a stacked show. But then, they disappointed us. AJ Styles and Nakamura should have been invented WrestleMania. I'll still stand by that to this day. Because A, Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble. B, it's a match that everybody wanted to see. Nobody wanted to see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry. But, anyways. It is what it is. WrestleMania 34, that's what I'm worried about. Is WrestleMania 36 going to be like 2 years ago? A disappointment like WrestleMania 34 was. It was a stacked show, WrestleMania 34, and then guess what? Disappointment. So, or is it going to be like 33, where it's in between with me? With me, it's like in between. Like, I'll go back and watch some of the things that happened at WrestleMania 33, you know? Or, God forbid, it will be like WrestleMania 32. Somehow just straight up awful. I don't know. Hopefully the crowd in Tampa will be lit and not be quiet. I hate quiet crowds. I hate it. I don't care how bad a show is. I swear to God, back then, when a show is bad, the crowd will let you know. What happened to that? What happened? I don't know. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 singles matches so far. Just add 2 tag team matches and we're straight. There we go. 2 tag team matches. That's all we need on the WrestleMania card, and then we're good to go. You know, I guess SmackDown tag titles, you have, I don't know, I don't know what you do with that. Maybe Miz and Morrison against the Usos? That doesn't sound appealing, but it is what it is. You have, on the Raw side, you have, I guess, the Street Profits defended against Murphy and Rollins in a rematch. Somehow they got a rematch. Or maybe the AOP gets a shot, because Rollins and Murphy, they're going to pass it on to AOP, getting the opportunity to bring the tag titles back into the Messiah and the disciples. I don't know. I don't know what you do with that, but that's just me. And as far as Raw, SmackDown, Raw has a title match. SmackDown does not have a title match as far as the women's go. The women, you know, Bayley and Sasha, that's it. That's all you need. I don't know. And that seems to be it. Oh yeah, last thing. AEW's Power Rankings came out. They announced their rankings. Jericho and Sammy Guevara, whichever one, debuted together on the tag team rankings. So, in the men's division, you have Jericho at number 1. 0 wins, 1 loss record, apparently, in 2020. Which doesn't make any sense, but okay. Number 2 was MJF, who was 3-0. Kenny Omega, 1-0. Pac, 3-2. Cody, 3-1. And Moxley, who was 7-0. The undefeated Moxley in AEW in one-on-one. And that's one-on-one capacity. Jericho is overall 11-2-1. MJF is 7-1 overall. Kenny Omega is 17-6 overall. Pac is 8-6-1 overall. Cody Rhodes is 10-4-1 overall. And Moxley is 12-1-1 overall. As far as the women go, we got Hikaru Shida. She is 4-1 in the singles record. Riho is 3-1 singles record. Chris Stanliner 2-2. Yuka Sakazaki is 1-1 in singles record. Britt Baker is 2-2 singles record. And the champ herself, Nyla Rose, is 4-1 singles record. Shida is 9-4. Riho is 11-4. Chris Stanliner is 6-4. Yuka Sakazaki is 1-4. Britt Baker is 10-6, and Nyla Rose is 8-4. Overall, those are the records. That's the women's division. And now the tag team, the Dark Order surprisingly are undefeated this year, 5-0. Young Bucks 2-2 in tag team record. SCU, I believe that's Scorpio Sky, or is that the whole team? I don't know. The tag team record for SCU, I would assume it's Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian are 2-3. Best Friends are 3-2. Jericho and Sammy are 1-0 in tag team action. That's just tag team record. Overall, Dark Order is 9-3. The Young Bucks are 12-9. Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian are 16-7. Best Friends are 8-10. Jericho and Guevara is 7-10. And the champions themselves, Hangman Page and Kenny Omega, as far as tag team goes, 6-0. They're 6-0 in tag teams. Overall, Hangman Page is 12-8, and Omega is 17-6. So those are the rankings so far with AEW. I love it that they're taking their ranking system seriously, and I could see Jericho either getting a rematch. If not, MJF will get his opportunity, maybe at Double or Nothing. I will actually do that. I'll have MJF get the title opportunity at Double or Nothing. Why not? I don't know. And maybe he win it at Double or Nothing. I don't know what you do with that. Then I would have for the women. You would have Nyla Rose taking on Shida. Obviously, I'm just going based off the who's number one on the rankings so far. And the Dark Order will face Omega and Hangman Page for the tag titles. That's what I would do for the as far as that goes from the rankings. And that's it. What are my thoughts about the Elimination Chamber? It was a boring pay-per-view. Enough said. There we go. That is it, guys. That is 7 Days Podcast. If you guys can, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe. If you are new, Raw this week was okay. I was more into Edge and Orton than anything else on the show, but Rey Mysterio vs. Garza was a good match as well. Becky Lynch being a bit more serious to open the show was good. I like that. And some other stuff I could do without, but Riddick Moss, actually taking his 24/7 title reign seriously, I like that as well. So, yeah, AEW is going to be coming on tonight. I'm recording this on Wednesday afternoon or evening now. It's almost 7. So, yeah, hope you guys give me your comments, give me your thoughts below in the comment section. Like, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out. Later.